Hello guys, and welcome to my current household video. I wanted to start by giving a backstory on this family since it is my legacy family and I'm on generation 7, I believe. Yes, I'm going into generation 7, so let's start at the beginning. This is my founder, Lillian Scott. She is actually a sim that I had in my Sims 3 game. And when The Sims 4 came out, I really wanted to make her over, or create her in The Sims 4, and this is what I came up with. So her traits, she wanted Mansion Baron, which I thought was appropriate since the whole point of your legacy is you start with nothing and you end up with something. Then her other traits were perfectionist, self-assured, and snob. In The Sims 3, she had a couple other traits that we just don't have in The Sims 4 yet, so I felt that these were the best ones to fit her anyway. So she started off the legacy and she married Nathan. By the way, she worked in the culinary career, as did Nathan. They were both in the culinary career. She maxed out the cooking branch and he maxed out the mixologist branch. So anyway, Nathan wanted to be a master mixologist, which he achieved. He was also ambitious, active, and good. And they were just the perfect little couple. I absolutely adored them. And it seems like so long ago that they were the first family I played with The Sims 4, like really played. Anyway, they had a son, Landon. He was Generation 2's heir, and he wanted to be a painter extraordinaire. So, of course, he went into the painter career. He mastered in the real branch. His other traits are perfectionist, cheerful, and art lover. And he met and married their neighbor, Olivia Lewis. Now, Olivia wanted to be a joke star, so she became a comedian. She's also a goofball, genius, and active. And these are traits that the game assigned her because she was a townie, and all I really did was give her a little bit of a makeover. Alright, so then they had 2 daughters, of which Lacey became Generation 3's heir. And Lacey wanted to be a computer whiz. She was a little clumsy, loner, geek, and she went into the gamer career and she became an entrepreneur. She married another townie, Alexander Goff, and he wanted to find his soulmate, which he found with Lacey. He was good, bookworm, and art lover, again, traits the game assigned him. And he went into the business career, which was new when I was playing this family, and he became an investor. And then they had their son, Leon, down here. He wanted to be a bodybuilder. So he tried out the other new career of athlete and became a pro athlete. His traits are bro, active, and self-assured. And when he was a teenager, he was actually kind of a player. And he got around town. So I had put a bunch of different Sims in the town for him to meet. But eventually he settled down with Bridget Lothario, who I created her and her twin sister. I believe it was Nina and Don Lothario's daughter. And she wanted to be a best-selling author, which she did achieve. And her other traits were materialistic, self-assured, and squeamish. She was really cute. I liked her. And they made a very good pair where their personalities clashed a little bit. They complemented each other. So, now let me get the other generation. Plop them down. Whoops, not him. Not them. Here we go. So Leon and Bridget had Lauren. And Lauren wanted to be an artist as well, like her great-great-grandfather. She went into the patron of the arts branch. She was a little bit gloomy, perfectionist, and art lover. And she married Gregory, who's a bit of a nerd. He wanted to be a computer whiz, so he did the e-sport gamer career. He was lazy, perfectionist, and a bookworm. They gave birth to Lincoln, and you will get to meet him in the rest of the video. Alright everybody, now that you have a little bit of a backstory on the Scotts, I'm going to introduce you to the 6th and 7th generation of the family. So, let's unpause here. This is the exterior of the Scott estate. They have quite a large home. I will take you on a tour for that after we get to know the family a little bit. So, the heir for Generation 6 is Lincoln. He's here cooking breakfast for everyone and making a lovely little mess as he does it. He is married to Olive Spector, which I remade from, she was my favorite Sim in The Sims 2. And my thought was Olive figured out a way to turn back time. So in The Sims 2, instead of dying, she decided she wanted a new life. So she created this potion, turned back the clock, and moved away from Strangetown so no one would know her, so she could try to have the life that she should have lived with her son Nervous, which she never got to do. So that's why if we look at her, she has successful lineage, but despite the fact she found the potion, she's still a little evil. She's a perfectionist. She wants everything to go perfectly this time. She's jealous. She does not want anyone around her man. And domestic, which came from her lifetime thing. So let's go back to Lincoln so I can tell you a little bit about his personality. He wanted to find his soulmate, which I thought was perfect for Olive. So he's fairly faithful to her. He hasn't cheated on her that I'm aware of. His other personality traits are self-assured, romantic, physically gifted from his childhood aspiration. He loves the outdoors. Gave him gym rat since his career's in athletic. I wanted him to be able to work out and have fun and not get super dirty. He also has high metabolism, which is because at first I gave him the bodybuilder aspiration, but the long-lived trait makes them live a really, really long time, and I didn't really want him to be around, I didn't want him to overstay his welcome. So anyway, let's get to know his children. Lily, she is going to be Generation 7's heir, and she is still sleeping. You need to get up and have breakfast so you can go to school. I guess you also need to take a shower, so why don't we do that first? And then you can still grab something to eat, unless you take too long. Anyhow, she is a teen right now. Her aspiration is the nerd brain. She was also, as a child, she had the mental aspiration, so she's mentally gifted. She also loves the outdoors like her father. She's a neat freak, which in a big house like this, I need somebody to help clean. And quick learner, which comes from her nerd brain aspiration. So, my plans for her are, she's met one of the townies from the New World Windenburg, Wolfgang, and they've got a little bit of a romance going so far. They've only kind of hung out together once, so I like to take it a little slow with them. Her career, when she grows up, she's going to go in the astronaut career, and she's going to be in the interstellar smuggler branch. And Owen already took off for school, so while he's at school, let's see, I'm going to speed up time while he's at school. When he comes home, we will get introduced to him, and I just want to very quickly see if is he getting ready? Yes, he's going to have to go to work, so let me just queue up a couple things for him to do, and then I will do a tour of the house. And let's clean up some of these plates. Put this away. I love this trash can. It makes my life so much easier. It doesn't break like the sink does, and you know, you need to go to school too, Missy, so just go. Oops, I was bad and I did not have her do her homework yesterday. I think that was because I had her hanging out with her soon-to-be boyfriend. Didn't I tell you to just go to school? I was going to take care of that for you. Okay. Olive, she is in the criminal career. I also didn't touch on that. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place. But she doesn't go to work till 8 p.m. tonight, so we don't need to worry about her. I'm going to speed up time and just kind of let them do their thing while I sort of give you a tour of their house. Let's turn on all the lights so you can see. So this is the main house, obviously, and we've got a nice little foyer. Let's go inside the foyer. If I can figure out the controls. Whoa, there we go. When you get in the foyer, you've got your formal living room, formal dining room, and the kitchen. So let's go for a stroll through the living room real quick. Whoops. Lovely. She should do light activity. And let's just go ahead and pause it and see. That way we're not getting disturbed. But so yeah, the red theme is pretty heavy in my family. They, all the heirs since the beginning have had red hair. So I just thought it was kind of cute to do this. And here is my family portrait wall so far. You can see all of the generations. So let's take a walk here into the kitchen. And this kitchen is just absolutely beautiful. It's huge. Whoops, there's a plant there. And I have added on to it as we've gotten stuff packs and things like that. And I love the little eggs and toast. That's so cute. They've got a nice little fish tank in here. And then if we go through this door, we can take a peek at the formal dining room. This is another one of my favorite rooms. The family hangs out in a lot. Obviously, they're eating, you know, they hang out in here. And I've decorated it with paintings from the artists in the different generations. Got some little things to tweak their mood, depending on... This seems to be the place the kids like to do their homework, so I have that little focused plumb bob down there, and that helps out while they're doing their homework. Hi, fishies. Okay, so now into the hallway. We've got several different options. We can go into the garage, we can go into the office. There's like a little bathroom for everybody, and then the master. So let's just start off with the study. And this is, you know, where several of my generations have done a lot of their work. That's why there's all kinds of little computer things hanging around. From the business career, we've got different awards, the writer profession, just a little bit of everything kind of thrown in here. You know, you've got a really sophisticated desk and then a nice gaming computer on top of it. We'll go through here to the bathroom, which is not very interesting, but that's just for general public use. Into the master bedroom, we've got this really nice little setup for the current generation. And it's just decorated with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I love that bed, and I'm going to be taking that bed to the next house when I do the second part of this legacy. We'll take a quick peek at their master bathroom because it's pretty awesome. Well, not the trash there, but other than that it is. So there's that little setup. Got their bath, or their toilet, shower, and I added a walk-in closet. I love those things. Anyway, so now we can go all the way back through the hall. This is kind of interesting seeing it from the Sims perspective. I don't usually go into camera mode unless I'm taking pictures. But here's another place where all the magic has happened with my family. This is kind of their art studio. And there's plenty of things on display here. The last generation Lauren, she was also in the painter career, and that's the very last painting she made for little Owen before she passed away. And she actually, unfortunately, didn't get to meet Owen. Alright, so let's see if I can maneuver these stairs, and we will go into the basement. I'm not going to spend quite as much time on the basement, but let's see if I can do this. Alrighty, so here is kind of the gathering game room. It's got the TV, it's got a computer, and the nice gaming pad. So they hang out here a lot, and I've kind of made another little picture wall. These are just like informal pictures and stuff. We've got behind this secret door is a playroom for the kitties. I generally lock it, that way it's just, whoops, for kids only. It's just got the dollhouse and some things up there. So, and then they have their own family gym just through these doors. Quite nice. It's got all the trophies that Leon and Lincoln earned throughout their careers. And I added on this little yoga studio because I love yoga and I thought it'd be fun for the family to be able to come down here. And I'm noticing that I've got a lot of things clipping into the ceiling, so apologies on that. Let's head back out. And after all that working out, who wouldn't want to relax in your very own personal spa? So they've got massage tables, the massage chairs. They can hire a masseuse or they can give each other massages. There's also a little sauna where they can relax after a long day of work, and a little bathroom. So just general, you've got your sinks are separate from the toilet area. That way people can wash up a little bit without walking in on anyone. And that is pretty much it for the basement. There is another couple rooms, but those are they're not really for the family to play in. They're just kind of for me. I've got a picture studio. You can see that over here. Whoops, sorry about that. And let's go back upstairs. And I actually just added on to this little area yesterday when I played for a little bit. Made a nice little, whoops, reading area for everyone. There's a little area for kids to practice their logic, practice their art, and then we've got the bedrooms. So here is the little girl's room. Oops. Sorry, everyone. This is for all the girls. I typically never have my family have more than 2 kids each generation. I just find it easier to focus on them. So that's why there's 2 beds in the girls' room, 2 beds in the boys' room. So I could have 4 kids if they were each separated like that. And so here's their little bathroom. It's shared, so you see you came from the girls' room and now you can go right into the boys' room. Ta-da! Nice and pretty. And then if you come back out into the hallway, there's one last bedroom up here, and that is for the former generation's parents. So the grandparents get to stay up here, have their own little room, and they've got their little small, it's just a basic bathroom. And that is it for the main house. That is by far the end though. So if you come outside, we'll just take a peek real quick. You've got a nice little covered porch and some seating. There's an area to play chess. They've got a hot tub, a barbecue, some dirty dishes, and a table to eat. They've got a really nice pool, which I updated for the new Get Together expansion. Here's a little bit of outdoor retreat with the little fire pit over here, and this is it's the pool / party house, kind of. So if they have guests, they can stay over here. I know we can't really have that feature yet, but there's a little guest bedroom, little bathroom, and a small kitchenette with a couch. And this is the area with the bar, and we could have an entertainer here, stereo. It's pretty fun. I added the little woohoo bush in there case. Then there's a nice kids play area over here, so that they can play without having to travel to the park. And the family graveyard. This is where all the generations have ended up. Some of them have little tokens out by their graves and such. So I actually just kind of started doing that, which is why some of them don't have them and some do. But other than that, so we've got a little garden area here, but that is about it for the house. So let's go ahead and speed up and get Lincoln off to work. You've got to use the bathroom, but you can do that at work. I'm actually going to clean up after them. It won't let me. Okay, well, Olive, that means you can clean up, and no, we're not hanging out with anyone right now. So he's off to work. He is at the top of his career, so I'm not really worried about, how he does. As long as he's there, he will be okay. So Olive, now we need to get through a couple more hours with you. And then I can introduce Owen, and I will end the video there. I hope you guys have enjoyed, seeing my family and the family that I'm going to do my Let's Play with once I finish off exploring the first 10 generations with the base game. Olive is quite happy with herself. She's achieved a lot in this life. I think she should be able to die a happy elder now. She's only got a few more things to complete her aspiration. Let's see, she doesn't go to work till 8, so really there isn't much for her to do except for stay in a good mood. So let's have her take a little nap. That way maybe time will go by just a little faster for them to get home, which I think, okay, no, I was about to say, I think speed 3 is broken because it hasn't been working for me lately. But, whoa, it just went to 3 and then back to 2. I think they need, oh, here, let's get rid of this trash. I think there's a little bit of tweaking that needs to be done since the new pack came out, but nothing game breaking like The Sims 3, so I am not going to complain, not one little bit. She can go wash that, or water, wash her plants. That would be interesting to see, I suppose. And Owen should be here any minute now. Alright, there we go. So here's little Owen, and actually, if any of you follow my Tumblr, he is not even conceived yet. I queued up all of December so that I could spend time just kind of playing around, doing some videos. Anyways, I wasn't going to have this family have another child, but then for my Christmas special, I thought it'd be really cute for them to get pregnant, so spoiler alert. Owen, whoops, we're not on him. He is a rambunctious scamp, kind of like his father and great-grandfather before him. He's very close to getting his aspiration, and that will help Olive out. His other trait is goofball. He's going to be a spare, unfortunately, so I'm not going to play with him much. But I did make a nice little house right up the hill for my spares. So that's where they all go when they reach young adulthood. He's probably going to be hanging around just for a little while since they were so late in life having him. But he's a cutie, and I enjoy, having someone else. And actually, Olive needed him because where Lily had grown up before she reached this tier, even though she completed a child aspiration, it didn't count for Olive. So, alright guys, well, I hope you are having a great day, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye!